Hey look, it's MasterKey from MasterKey Studios. I make music and videos.
That's right.
Hey guys, it's MasterKey and let's talk about social media. There are many social networks like Facebook, Netlog, MySpace, Google+, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and probably you think that it's easier than ever to find people. And you're right. But do you also think it's easier to keep people? No. And definitely not find a significant other. So a few centuries ago you had no much choice and you had to take the one that came into your life. And even a few decades ago, in my parents' youth, you could fall in love with your neighbor. Could you imagine that? I don't even know my neighbors. When we were younger, every time we went to a new class, we wanted to have nice girls. Because we knew we would fall in love. And we did definitely fall in love a few times. At least the people who are not dead inside. We thought we were going to marry the girl and that the girl was our true love. Again and again with every girl we met. But nothing was less true. When I became older, a whole new world opened. And so did my eyes. So many girls. You cannot even meet every single girl in the age range of 5 years younger and 5 years older. Only in your city. There are so many girls in your city that if you would meet a single girl every day, it would take you over 30 years. So it's not possible. So I can't understand why people go abroad to find their love. Why go abroad if you didn't meet everybody here? I know it's hard to find someone and maybe you think, oh, the culture is different there, but why go through the difficulties of the language barrier? And because she or he lives in another country, where do you gonna live? The distance is very hard for love, but I'm not fond of it. So rather I want to have a girl near my place. Okay, that beside us, we have too much choice. Remember when you went as a little child to the store and you had to buy toothpaste, then you just bought toothpaste. But now it's like, okay, which toothpaste or whatever, there's so many choices you can't even handle them. And even with the many choices we have, we are not as happy as then, besides the fact we actually had to be more happier because we have more choices. But we don't. Remember when I said about boys falling in love with girls? It's actually the same for girls falling in love with boys in the same class, because we had no choice. It was not appropriate to fall in love with somebody who was older or younger when you were in school. So our only possibility was to date people who were in our class. It was not forced, it just came along because we had no choice. It was easy like that because we had to take what we could get. If you have no choice, you have to take what you can get. So were we unhappy? No. Now, with social networks and media and party bars, we have too much choice. We can easier find people, but it's harder to keep people in your life, to have a relationship with people or to build a relationship with people on social networks. It's actually very ironic because that was intentionally the purpose of social media. And in the bar, girls get approached by 100 of guys. And guys approach 100 of girls. Of course, if you are confident as a guy and if you are pretty as a girl. But even on Facebook, everybody has hundreds and even thousands of friends. That is not possible. It's scientifically proven that you can only handle 150 friends in your life and keep a relationship or contact with. But I know how Facebook works, and actually they are not friends, they are just people who are so fond of you or think you're so special that you can stay in their friends list and that they will accept that your messages come in their news feed. But they are not really friends. And everybody knows that. But then why do people unfriend other people if they don't have contact anymore with them? Some people say, oh, I'm just cleaning out my friends list. Then you have too much friends if you say that. And because of that, because of the fact we have too many friends, we have too much choice. And we know it's not the end of the world if we cannot get somebody. Because there are people enough. If a girl gets approached in the bar, she thinks, I wanna have the best of the best. Because we are not sad if we miss our destiny, because there's just another one laying around the corner. There is choice enough. And that's why everybody waits, because they want to have the best. And they don't take the first one or the first thing that comes into their lives, because they think this cannot be the best. I cannot get the best the first time, so I have to wait. I have to choose afterwards. And because everybody has the power to see everything and then choose, even with people, in relationships, they can afford it to play with everybody and then choose their favorite. Even with music and movies and food, there are people who can't eat everything. Like me, I can eat very little. But other people can afford it to say, when you say, here is a cake, they say, I don't like that cake. What? Because he has choice enough. Children are spoiled, and even regular adults, boys and girls, who can get enough, can play hard to get. Because they don't want to take something and later on come to the conclusion they made the wrong choice and they took the wrong thing and there was something better. But years ago this was indeed not possible. Even in the Middle Ages, when you after a few years you found somebody who was also a knight or who was also a maid, you smiled and then you thought, okay, this is my only chance. So you were more happy because you knew what you could lose. But now we have everything, so if you lose something, they are actually mad. But if you get something, they are not glad. I love the fact that you can find people on Facebook and that you can see things about them. But it's so bad. Sometimes I know more about them from their Facebook profile than from what I heard from them. And I also hate the fact that everybody wants a lot of friends, but when you don't keep in touch with them, they unfriend you. I'm going to hunt you down, and I'm going to kill you. No, serious. But if you keep in touch, and after a few months you say, let's go on a date, let's do something, they don't want to. They think it's too early, or they just don't want to because they think, oh, if I now go on a date with that guy, he may probably think I'm into him. And people don't know that you don't have to take someone after you go on a date with them. And why would they go out? They're safe behind their computer. So a date is much harder to get when you start off on Facebook. Even on dating sites, it's very terrible. If you want to get a date or keep contact, don't do it via internet. Because when my parents were younger, you had to make an appointment. In a few weeks we see each other there, and you can count on it that they were there. Or you had to call them, and then their parents would pick up the phone and then you say, is she there? And you say, oh, he's calling me. But now it's so bad. If you call somebody, they don't pick up. If you leave a message, they don't reply. Or if you send a text message, you have to wait for days? What the hell? So dating sites are not even doing what they are intended to be doing. Most of the dating sites are just fake. There are bastards who want your money, so they say you will get one free message, or you can send messages for free if you have a premium account, if you wanna continue. So I don't get it. And then if you find a dating site that you can send messages for free, you send messages to hundreds of girls, and then over a few months, like 10 girls reply, and you keep in touch, and you think this could be something, and then you ask them out, and then they say no. What? No, I don't want it. They aren't ready, it's too early, they are busy, they don't know you, because you cannot charm them and be romantic on the internet. It's just text messages. They can only see a picture, what is probably the best picture you ever took of yourself. So that's why I love to see people in person and to meet up. It's very hard to get people to meet up and get a date, I think, for everybody. But on a dating site, if you don't get a date on a dating site, hello, it's a dating site. If I will make a dating site, and I'm gonna make a dating site, it's like this. Pick a date. You just see a profile you like, and if you both are interested, you put some dates on. And it goes back and forth until you have a date that goes for the one person and for the other one. And then you go on a date. But people on dating sites have the power to just send messages and to choose between hundreds of girls or guys. And that's why they don't have to go on a date, because they are not losing anything. But actually they are. They are losing their years, they are losing their youth. You have too much choice. And are you happy now? Are you happier now? Even though you have more choice? No. So if you give an iPhone to a child, he says, what? An iPhone? You say, yes, an iPhone 4. He says, what? An iPhone 4? I want an iPhone 5. What? Stop it! This is not normal anymore. Appreciate what you have, because you will eventually lose it, and then you will appreciate it when you lost it. I'm a lot on social networks. I'm not lying. I'm checking my YouTube 15 to 20 times a day and my Facebook 20 to 30 times a day. Desperate much? Yes. But also my mails like 10 to 20 times. But I'm also on other social networks. Netlog, MySpace, Twitter and Google+. And I'm not gonna make jokes about Google+, because they rock. They have like bought YouTube and everything. Everything is theirs. So don't laugh at Google+ or Google. This video was not sponsored by Google. But I'm not really on those social networks. It's just a filled out profile and it's just sitting there doing nothing. Oh yeah, you also have Instagram. And I have a fan who's on Instagram and he wanted to get a shout out. Oh, yes, so not a literally shout out. So his name is Dries Dupré and his Instagram account is called Dries Dupré. Oh really? Yes, really. And he's looking for friends or followers. I don't know how it works at Instagram, but he's looking for people who have the same interest as him. He likes photography and art. It's all about thinking differently about things and being original. So if you want to add him, look him up, Dries Dupré. So if someone wants to get a shout out, but then a legitimate one, let me know, or not. Don't dare me. So share this video, Dries, and you too guys, channel to my YouTube subscribe, and Facebook my page like. Time next Tuesday. See you next time. This is stupid, eh? I wonder if money would smell like dog shit? What? But actually the poop smells like candy? This is the end of the video.